So this is the lowest pond in the pond system. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ponds in the system. Total of about 6,000 litres of water circulating through the ponds. This pond here has 2 gravel tub filters in it. One of them circulates through the fountain, and the other gravel tub filter, it has a 7,500 litre an hour pump, an Aqua L 7500 on it. It's pumping water up through the lion's mouth up the top pond, so it provides circulation.
Well, that's a hell of a lot of head for a 75, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, there's still a fair bit of water there coming out.
Yeah. Oh, it might be even a 10,000. I honestly don't remember. It could be a 10. Yeah, certainly it's an Aqua L.
Yeah.
Then we've got, this pond is heavily insulated. It's got the black rubber around it. It's got 6 inches of styrofoam underneath it. This pond here is not insulated, and it surrenders its heat. The next pond up is heavily insulated, and the last pond is insulated. So all the ponds are insulated except this one. So they provide a 6-ton heat bank during winter. And these plants are my wife's Thai plants, and they have to be protected against low weather. And she puts Thai herbs along here that are sensitive to cold weather in this garden. So the heat being sacrificed by that pond keeps the other ponds, keeps the plants healthy during winter. So it's a 6-ton heat bank. Then various pond plants that I end up selling to customers go in here, ready for sale. That's the pond for lilies. That's a deep pond. That's 2 foot deep, that pond. And then in this pond, this is where the fish go. And this pond has 2 filter systems on it. And one filter system just circulates around in the pond itself, so I can isolate the pond, has its own filter system. The other filter system comes from down below in the lowest pond and comes out through the lion's mouth there. So that provides circulation from the top pond down to the lowest pond. And that's just simply a pipe that's filled with bioballs, and it's got water spraying down inside it, sucks air behind the water, so it's spraying water over bioballs inside, oxygenates the water and trickles out through the bottom. So it sucks it through the gravel filter, through the pump pumps it up the top and it trickles down through that. About 50% of the pump outlet's going through that tube up the top there. That's just 90mm stormwater pipe.
Then what about this
The aquaponics. So this is a system that's got its own pump. The water splits. There's a T here. There's a valve to control water to each of the two systems. Pumps water into this through here, pumping only about 300 litres an hour. Circulates through there, drains down into the next one, then drains down into the next one, and then falls back into the pond. And this one pumps water from the pond. There's a tap here, goes through this and drops into the pond. So 2 independent systems. Now, but running off the same pump, but controlled separately. And into here goes things like mint. During summer we'll grow watercress in here, we'll grow water chestnuts in here, coriander, and they're in small pots. We've got another pot in the kitchen on the bench that doesn't have drainage in it, so my wife can pick up a pot of herbs like this, take them into the kitchen, sit them in the other pot that's half full of water, and they just sit there and she can just pluck off the coriander or whatever and use it in cooking. So, you know, that's that particular setup, aquaponics. We're using nutrient from the fish and we're using it to keep the plants healthy.
What sort of frog's that?
That's a brown striped marsh frog, and I would have to have probably 10,000 of them around here.
Whoa.
Yes, there's a whole heap of them. In fact, at night, we can't watch TV with the windows open.
Jesus.
Because you can't hear the TV over the frogs.
What does neighbours think of that?
Really loud.
And so the tadpoles are obviously not in these ponds because fish would eat them.
Yeah, well, I've deliberately moved more fish into these ponds trying to make sure that they don't breed anymore in the ponds. But what happens is they get in amongst the baskets like that and in the middle of the clusters of plants, lay their eggs, and the tadpoles seem to hang around in the pots. So I think they're still breeding. It's a problem because they're so noisy at night.
Yeah.
I don't mind frogs.
But I mean, there's still pockets of water like that would still contain them.
Yeah, that's right. Well, from time to time we turn that on, and there are fish down here. That's a 9-disc fogger. Have you seen the 9-disc foggers working on ponds? Yeah.
Yep.
Without wind, they put a good lot of fog out. Changing colour, LED stuff lighting it, yeah.
Cool.